Southampton Town Board to order on this 19th day of January 2023. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's just do a brief moment of silence. I'll provide more information at the Tuesday meeting. But we did lose our former police chief, Chief Overton, just last Friday. He was with the department, I want to say over 40 years, and 20 years as chief. And though I did not serve with him in this capacity, I was at the legislature. But a lot of our members, including our current chief, did work very closely with him. And I did let the employees know, and I shared Chief Kiernan's remembrance as well. So let's take a moment. We don't normally do this at our work sessions, but let's take a moment to remember Chief Overton. Thank you. Please be seated. All right, Cindy, would you call the roll, please?
Supervisor Schneiderman.
Here.
Councilwoman McNamara.
Here.
Councilman Martell.
Here.
Councilman Bouvier.
Here.
Councilman Stevens.
All right, so we're all here, and we're going to start out today with a review of the agenda, the draft agenda for the meeting next Tuesday, the 24th of January. There's also a couple additional ones, too. Hopefully you've been provided. There's 7 that are not in the stapled packet. They're in a separate stapled packet. So this meeting will be a 1 o'clock meeting here at Town Hall. It'll be a hybrid meeting as usual, so people will be able to share their comments or make their concerns known through the comfort of their home or workplace or other remote location. We have 6 public hearings. The first one to consider acquisition of development rights at 2 Bluff Point Lane. That is the John Steinbeck home in Sag Harbor, and amend the CPF project plan and CPF management and stewardship plan to include that property. Now, we actually have 2. The only difference between the first hearing and the second one is it lists the areas of the CPF program differently. So the second one is about historic preservation. The first one is more about park use. The second one allows both the park use and the historic acquisition. So that's why it's on there twice. It sounds like the board is much more interested in the historic component here, so I think we'd want to close the first public hearing, not act on it. And then after we're able to close the second public hearing, we could pass a resolution. Now, what's important there is, I do want the public to be able to see what the access plan is before we close the public hearing. So we are still going back and forth a little bit on that access plan. That's really important because we're using public funds, and I want to make sure that it's a balance here because it's an important home that needs to be protected. It's a sensitive property. And we're also working with Sag Harbor Partnership to create a writer's retreat there. And obviously, the setting for that writer's retreat needs to be somewhat quiet. So it's been a bit of a challenge trying to come up with the right balance and the right fit. But that needs to get to the public before we make any decision. The third one is a hearing to consider amending Chapter 19-5 entitled Public Safety Commission Powers and Duties in order to update administrative titles. Number 4 is a public hearing to consider amending Shellfish Ordinance, Chapter 278, in order to enhance enforcement ability, clarifying language, and increasing penalties for violations. Is that a continuation of a hearing?
No, we actually made some changes, and rather than, the changes weren't, we could have just put it through, but Just to keep it clearer and more transparent, we put the public hearing on, and then there'll be a notice of adoption as well.
Okay. And then right, I remember having some conversations about natural persons and things
Yes,
like
we
that.
clarified all the language. We took a large portion of it and left it on the trustees' side so they
Okay.
can make amendments, and it just cleans it up.
Number 5 is public hearing to consider local law to amend 312-9 of the Southampton Town Code to make intersection of Squires Avenue and Jones Road in East Quogue a four-way stop. And number 6 is a public hearing to consider local law to amend TO 312. What is TO, Town
Town
Ordinance?
ordinance.
Parking prohibited in designated locations on a portion of County Road 80, East Montauk Highway, Hampton Bays, in order to provide National Grid unencumbered access to the manhole covers in order to maintain and operate the gas main pressure regulator system. Jim, TO is not used to that language.
No, yeah. We can, it's the first time I've seen it as well. Town ordinance 312.
Well, I'm not sure who
Figured
wrote.
somewhere they wanted to shorten something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the last whereas would go off the,
All right, well, we might want to amend the title at some
Do you
point.
want to
Right.
spell it out?
Is it standing for town ordinance?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Jenny, do you know?
I don't, I assume that's what it is,
Well,
but,
it's chapter 312, it's town code. It's
yeah,
chapter
yeah,
312.
yeah. It shouldn't be really town ordinance, it should be amending chapter 312, I think. is
Yeah, it
probably
should
the
be a,
better
lo-
language.
it's a local law.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's, just like the above one is also section 312-9.
right,
I mean,
yeah.
we've
No, I
noticed the public hearing on this one, so, right, we passed a resolution at some point, obviously noticing it. We didn't see
And it's
it.
in here again
I
as
don't-
a notice of as a,
All right, let's not dwell on it. I don't think it's critical, it's obviously
Yeah, I don't think it's
312.
fatal, but it gives you notice to what,
The general public isn't going to understand what that means.
right.
You know, when it says amend to 312, it doesn't say chapter there either.
But it does say County Road 80, East Montauk Highway, Hampton
Yeah.
Bays,
It does.
very specifically for National Grid
Right.
to have unencumbered access to manhole covers to maintain and operate gas main pressure regulator system. All right, and then we get to resolutions. So Rick, you've got the first.
Sure. Town Board Resolution ID 42144, co-sponsored with Councilwoman McNamara. Authorized purchase of over-center articulating aerial device from Alltech Industries using Sourcewell contract.
The next one is mine, 42148, authorized purchases from Omnia Partners, contract with HD Supply. Next one, the 42210, authorized purchase of technology solutions from Gov Connection, Inc., doing business as Connection using Omnia contract. 42164 authorizes me to sign a contract with Local TV, Inc., in order to simulcast programming on Sun 20 TV, the cable television public access channel. So that's LTV, that's what we've been using. We give them 25 grand a year, and we can override their content as we have it, but this provides 24-hour local East End content. It's been working out pretty well, I think. And a lot of the stuff that's on LTV is pretty germane, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting, I think, to people in Southampton. A lot of it is Southampton or Bridgehampton or other areas, but if you've been watching it. But some of it's East Hampton, Amagansett, Montauk. But I think people are more interested in that than what used to be on, which was Zabby and Garden City or wherever it was. So
Quite random.
or, Fallon Gun.
We still have that in mind.
Right?
We still have Zabby in mind.
Does she still comes out?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Did she get on LTV?
No.
Oh, you have it,
Up
where you-
west, it's-
Oh, yeah, where you are,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Sunday,
So,
could I be added as a co-sponsor?
Sure.
I like watching the Bonnickers steaming boat beams and bending them into place.
I guess Rick, you got the next one?
Yeah, Town Board Resolution ID 42201, Authorize supervisor to sign agreement with Opus Inspection for New York State DMV Vehicle Inspection Program.
Next, 42220, authorize supervisor to sign contract extension with G&M Dedge, Inc. for vehicle fuel management system maintenance and installation.
ID number 42206, co-sponsored with Councilwoman McNamara, authorize the supervisor to sign DPP with Toshiba America Business Solutions Incorporated for copy machines from Eastern Suffolk BOCES contract. 42221, co-sponsored with Councilwoman McNamara, authorize supervisor to sign extended contracts for subaqueous water main crossings, Shinnecock Canal at Mashut Beach, and Ponquag Bridge at Lighthouse Road.
That's great. Yeah, I know just on that, I just want to thank Fred Thiel, because he took that to the assembly and got us the alienation so that we could bring the water main up in Mashut Park. So, thank you, Fred.
Thank you. 42191, also co-sponsored with Councilwoman McNamara, authorize supervisor to sign a no-cost extended contracts with Palace Electrical Controls Incorporated for the electrical portion, Philip Ross Industries for the plumbing mechanical portion, and East End Material DBA East End Group for the general construction for the wellhead treatment for the removal of iron and manganese at plant number 4.
That's good, too. And that's working out really well, that filter. Hearing people are saying that the water quality is the best it's been in a long time. I think you said
I can
that.
attest to that, yeah, it's been great.
I think you told me that. Yeah, that's good news. So the iron manganese filtration is really working. The next one, I'm not reading all the co-sponsors just to save time. So 42156, authorize the purchase of fleet management services from New York State contract with Automotive Rental, Inc.
42231, authorize the sale of an affordable housing unit located at 44 Samantha Circle, West Hampton, New York.
42193, authorize the supervisor to sign 4-year maintenance agreement with Motorola Solutions. 42154, authorize the supervisor to execute 2023 production assistance agreements. That's also a Sun TV-related resolution for events, concerts, and things like that. 42116, authorize the supervisor to execute a consulting agreement with Lisa Combrink, Esquire, to provide professional services to the Community Preservation Department. That's not to exceed $15,000 on an as-needed basis. Cindy?
Town Board Resolution 42185, authorize supervisor to execute a contract with Suffolk County Office for the Aging for the residential repair program. 42209, authorize supervisor to sign an agreement with Suffolk County to develop and implement an essential shopping assistance program for older adult citizens. 42204, authorization for the supervisor to execute a contract with Suffolk County Office for Aging for Title III-E adult daycare. Resolution 42208, authorize the supervisor to execute any and all documents pertaining to the 2022-2023 transportation contract with Suffolk County Office for the Aging.
Town Board ID 42222, authorize the supervisor to execute a 2023 stewardship agreement with Maureen Stafford to provide security services at Good Ground Park in Hampton Bays.
Resolution 42169, authorize the supervisor to sign 2023 community program grants.
Just take a quick look at who's getting the money. Butterfly Effect, ECI, Franca. Okay, looks good.
42166, authorize the supervisor to sign 2023 cultural arts and recreation grants.
Are you guys afforded any opportunity with Jamie to go over
Yes.
who's getting the money? Yes. Yes? Okay. Yeah,
Quite extensively, actually.
okay. That's good. Yeah, I know I am too, so. Go ahead, Cindy.
42170, authorize the supervisor to sign 2023 Hamlet Services grants. 42168, authorize the supervisor to sign 2023 Human Services grants.
I'd like to be added to that, please.
Yeah, a lot of worthy causes here. All right, I guess I'm next, 42145, authorize the supervisor to sign a contract extension for replacement parts for Chevrolet General Motors with Eagle Chevrolet Incorporated.
ID 42207, extension of water quality improvement funding awards, Sag Pond Inlet Management and Aquatic Habitat Restoration.
42226, recall and amend Town Board Resolution 2022-1203.
Town Board Resolution ID 42196, the 2023 notice to bidders for a 2021 used Ford Super Duty F-550. Town Board Resolution ID 42092, the 2023 notice to bidders for mobile concession at Mecox and W. Scott Cameron Beach. 42172, the 2023 notice to bidders for the mobile concession at Hot Dog Beach. ID number 42178, the 2023 notice to bidders for mobile concessions at Flying Point Beach, Pikes Beach, Foster Memorial Beach, Sag Main Beach. 42173, 2023 notice to bidders for activity vehicles.
42174, amends the 22 budget for various departments. Just sort of housekeeping from last year. 42184, authorize funding for rebates for IA septic systems from the 2023 Community Preservation Fund water quality monies, and amend the 2023 through 27 capital budget. And we are putting aside, $4 million of that CPF water quality money, which in this year is like $24 million. So we'll still have $20 million for other water quality projects. But 4 will be sort of reserved in a special account just for the grants for the residential IA systems. All right, Cindy?
42192, appoint Disability Advisory Committee for 2023. Resolution 42162, appoint Trades Advisory Committee for 2023.
That's the new committee you just started. right? Did they start meeting last year? Or?
Yeah, we just decided to renew it in January, just to make it an annual, instead of having it on an odd time.
Okay. And how many people are we allowed on this committee?
There was no set
Okay.
limit. It's not a large committee, and everyone's pretty much from a different trade, and it's been a great, group of people to meet with.
All right, 42052, authorize the town to reimburse New York Municipal Insurance Reciprocal NYMER the deductible for property damage claims. Tommy John, you're next.
Went ahead,
Page 41.
I'm drawing it out. Town Board Resolution 42049, a resolution of adoption amending Chapter 19-5 entitled Public Safety Commission Powers and Duties in order to update administrative titles.
Is that based on public hearing, or
Yeah.
that's different?
Yeah.
It's based on the public hearing.
All right, the public hearing that hasn't yet happened, but, yeah, okay. Cindy?
Resolution ID 41691, resolution of adoption enacting Chapter 277 entitled Fishing Prohibited from Public Bridges. This we had a public hearing on. It does say where posted. Currently, the only posted bridge is Ponquag.
Okay, but who gets the post? We have to, by separate resolution, say, this is a bridge, we don't want public fishing.
And
Okay,
that's the bridge we're going to start with.
okay.
Town Board Resolution 41930, resolution of adoption amending Shellfish Ordinance Chapter 278 to enhance enforcement ability. This is based on the public hearing, which we already had a public hearing on. This was just cleaning that up. Nothing changed in the law itself.
It's like everything's crossed out. It's-
Yes.
what- Okay.
Town Board Resolution 42048, co-sponsored with Councilwoman McNamara, a resolution of adoption amending local law to amend TO 312, parking prohibited in designated locations on a portion of County Road 80, East Montauk Highway, Hampton Bays, in order to provide National Grid unencumbered access to the manhole covers in order to maintain and operate the gas main pressure regulator system. We discussed that earlier.
Yeah, 42228, Southampton Town Police Department to accept donation from Quogue Village Police Department for 2 vehicles. Well, that's nice of them. Coming
Okay.
down.
Town Board Resolution 42165. This is to waive fees for renewal permit for Galilee Church.
Just correction, it's 7.5.
I'm sorry?
I thought I heard 6.5.
I have 42165.
That's what I have.
Oh, my mistake, sorry, jumped ahead.
All right, so the next one is 42175, appoints Harold Odell to Automotive Mechanic 5 from Civil Services. Cindy?
Town Board Resolution 42177, authorized payment and vacation carryover for Chief Kiernan.
42151, authorized personnel from Town Control's Office to attend the Association of Towns Annual Conference.
Town Board Resolution ID 42147, authorize Youth Bureau staff to attend Association of New York State Youth Bureau's 2023 Annual Youth Leadership Forum.
42176, extend probationary period for administrative aid.
ID 42150, recall and amend road review application for 499 Broadway LLC, Situate at North Sea, is accepted.
All right, so we have a couple additional ones. I haven't seen the one authorizing town board to attend the Association of Towns meeting. We'll have to make sure that gets done, too. All right, 42140, John, that's yours?
42140, to accept, award, and authorize the supervisor to execute any and all documents for the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, NYSERDA, Clean Energy Community Program points-based grant, $4,000, for the purchase of several electric charging stations and an electric vehicle.
That grant for, is that $4,000, or is, what is it?
No, it's a point system.
Oh, okay.
So the more points we gather, and this is all, give all credit to Michael Lieberman and Long Range Planning, Janice Shearer. They work with us in the Sustainability Committee to gather these points for projects that we authorize in the town. And that makes us eligible for other
Grants.
monies. Yeah.
Good.
ID 42141, accept and award and authorize the supervisor to execute any and all documents for the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, NYSERDA, Clean Energy Community Program Action Grant for the purchase of an electric vehicle, $15,000. That's pretty clear there that the grant allows that now. ID 42142, accept award and authorize the supervisor to execute any and all documents for the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, NYSERDA, Clean Energy Community Program-based grant, that's 3,000 points, for the purchase of an electric vehicle for $30,000. ID Resolution 42167, 2023 notice to bidders for a 2022 F-350 with service body.
42238, resolution to appoint delegate to New York State Association of Towns Annual Meeting. 42239, authorize town personnel from the town attorney's office to attend the 2023 Association of Towns Annual Meeting and Training. And 42247, appoints Jacqueline Fenlon to interim CPF manager position in community preservation. Can we throw on there a resolution for the town board to attend that, or is there still time?
It's still,
Yeah.
I mean,
We
it's
could do
not,
it the next
it's
meeting?
February 19th, so you got a couple more meetings.
But I thought it had to be in by
Well, we can-
February. Oh, the,
Yeah,
okay.
but if you want, we can add one on.
Sunday, on the last resident like to be added as co-sponsor.
How much time do you need?
Can we, I mean,
Not
we
to-
could just approve the next resolution, I don't- whatever the number is, to authorize town board personnel, or to for
I'm just
personnel from
asking how
the,
long it will take you to get it to my office so we can finalize the agenda.
Oh, we can do it, yeah, I'll have somebody do it within the next hour. We can have
That's
something.
fine, as long as you all are in
Sure.
agreement.
We could.
yeah, well, are board members planning on going?
Yes.
I am, yeah.
Mhm.
And do
You're
we
already
allow,
First time we've had a delegate in a while.
and what
I
about
did not know of the
support staff?
delegate.
Are they allowed, do they typically go too? I don't remember.
For-
Like Frank, like deputy supervisor.
Oh, Frank, certainly, if you want.
Um,
It is open to people,
Legislative.
employees of the town, on various different levels. They have different
Sure.
tracks.
No, absolutely.
It's,
There's
it's,
code
There's issues on
It's a
law,
great
there's issues
program.
on
I'm-
engineering, there's
I'm
issues
signed
on
up.
planning, there's also.
Yeah, there's.
I'm the
so-
first certified public official in the
So-
county of Suffolk.
So why don't we
This is
just,
awesome.
why don't we just say to authorize town
No, seriously.
personnel
Been doing
from the
it since I was in
supervisor's
village
office and town council office to
Yeah.
attend, and then we'll.
Sure.
Is that fair? We're gonna say from the town supervisor office and the town council office to
Yeah, the
attend.
controllers didn't name the individuals, we did, my office did, but I don't think.
Yeah, so we'll add that one. Everybody's okay with that resolution?
I go to town clerk conferences.
So authorize town personnel from the town supervisor's office and the town council office to attend the 2023 Association of Towns Annual Meeting and Training. All right,
And I just wanted to be sure to be added to the last reso for the appointment of Jackie Fenlon.
you want to co-sponsor that?
Yes, please.
You got that, Sunday?
I do.
All right, any other questions about the agenda? All right. You're good to publish, just, you have to get that one last resolution.
I'll get it to you.
We'll be waiting
We will.
patiently.
All right. All right, so we do have executive session, but let's take a couple minutes if we have any updates. As we did the moment of silence, I just, once again, James Overton, Chief Overton, passed away on Friday, January 13th, at 78 years old. He was with our department 43 years, 20 years as the chief. Appointed October 1st in 1967 after serving in the U.S. Army. He achieved the designation of detective on March 1st of 72. 74 became sergeant. 76 was designated as the detective sergeant. 79 lieutenant, captain in 1981. And then became chief and served for 20 years as chief of the department. Our condolences to his family and all those who knew him. And do we have the information on when the funeral is? I know
It's
the wake
Already
is,
took
the
place.
Yes.
funeral is
This
yesterday.
past week,
Okay. So, but we'll do a moment of silence on Tuesday. There's a New York State Legislative Commission on the future of LIPA. It's holding a public hearing tomorrow here, Town Hall at 11 a.m. on Friday. Access to information is available on the town's website. If you want to participate, I do have a flyer here as well. I think there was a local press story about the town litter crew, Dave, who has picked up, as you guys know, many, many tons of garbage at this point.
16 tons.
16 tons, more than 16 tons of garbage, pretty remarkable feat, which grew out of the pandemic when we had that concern about discarded masks and gloves and other personal protective equipment. And we started the TLC, the Town Litter Crew, and we've been coordinating a lot with SOS. When people report litter, he gets dispatched, but he's also very proactive and sort of finds places. He seems to enjoy what he does. I haven't read the story yet that's in the press, but they really, I hear did a really nice feature on him. So congratulations, Dave. And of course, he's under Ryan Murphy, our Public Safety Director. So anybody else want to report anything? I know some of us attended the Martin Luther King breakfast up in Hauppauge, the annual MLK breakfast. Rick, you were there, I know, and Jim, you were there. Right? Were you at that? Yes.
No.
No, you weren't there. Chief Kiernan was there, and Ryan Murphy was there. Sandra Surcione and Juan Becerra was there. Who am I leaving out?
Maverna, I think was the only one who was at our
Who
table.
else?
Maverna.
Minerva Perez,
yeah.
Minerva Perez was at our table. Town had a table. It was very nice. Lots of speeches, lots of honorees. One of the honorees was our former Congressman Tim Bishop was honored. Dr. Piggott, who's the health commissioner, was honored. Tracy Edwards was honored, who's the NAACP regional director. And others were honored. It was really very, very nice breakfast. I'm glad I was able to go. All right, other updates?
Well, you brought this up before. I was just wanted to be sure that the public was aware of this meeting. It's tomorrow at 11:30 in our town hall, and big thanks to Assemblyman Thiel for graciously accepting our invitation to do that. It's one of 5 meetings that have been held all along Long Island. It's really important that anyone who has something to say should come here and say it. It has to do with the future of LIPA. They're considering how to reframe LIPA or what to do legislatively to help with a lot of the energy initiatives that our town is involved with and other towns are involved with across the island. So it's 11:30. You can sign up here locally, but you can also sign up online to speak. You can also submit written testimony. All of that's on the Southampton Town website. I'm just urging the public to be aware of that, and any of your constituents, please let them know. I think this is a very important meeting, given the fabric of the other meetings that were held. I thought was really enlightening to me, and they're well worth going back to visit, seeing the interaction between the different advocacy groups and how we consume energy. You know, we have the third or fourth highest price per kilowatt hour of any state in the union. So it's a big issue, and considering some of our energy initiatives and trying to help those of lower income, make it more equitable, bring those prices down, meet our renewable energy goals. These are all really important things. So again, it's on our website, Southampton Town Hall, 11 a.m. tomorrow.
And you could register in advance or just show up.
You can
and-
just show up
Yeah.
as well.
You're reminding me that Fred also held a internal working group meeting on Friday in Sag Harbor on the
The forum.
the implementation, right, forum on the new housing fund, community housing fund. And a lot of us were there as well. I got to sit on the panel, but I know Tommy John, you were there. John, I think were you there too?
Definitely.
You guys, Jim, you were there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was pretty well attended, and I think it was pretty informative. Fred answered a lot of the questions
Yes, thought it was good.
about the fund, and I think we're going to be off to a healthy start.
Yeah, good input from all the towns, I thought.
Mhm.
Long Island Housing Partnership. It's good.
Yeah, and a lot of the advocates who helped drive that referendum to success were there too.
Was there, Kara was there, Kara Back, and
Most of Southampton.
yeah, we had
Kara was
Yeah,
there,
Tom.
Tom Hott and Janet Shearer. Jim, you were there. There was a party
Janice,
going on in the back.
Janice Shear
row.
was with me, yeah.
yeah, Jenna Shearer was there.
It's a very important issue, right?
Yep.
The woman with Kara from her department.
Julie?
Yeah.
Julie Fitzgerald,
Fitzgerald,
thank
yeah.
you. was there as well. Tommy John?
Nothing at this time. You covered it.
Just a quick two heads up, you'll hear this again probably a dozen times, but we're in the heart of winter, spring is coming. Parks and Rec does have their spring brochure out there. So everything that you may have missed signing up for last year, let's go on the website, sign up this year. And believe it or not, Jay, it's going to be the 20th anniversary of the Battle of the Bands. And they are starting to accept applications already. It's June 9th. I believe applications have to be in by the beginning of May.
Still battling after 20 years.
That's it.
That really was a great show last year, and the talent was so impressive. And the energy that the kids, young adults had. If you guys can get to go to it this year, really try to go. It's exciting to see young people,
Yeah, it's a
all
great,
together and
great night, and the Youth Bureau
supporting
does a
all
great
their
job.
their
Yeah.
friends. Yeah. Cindy?
Hometown Heroes banner program launched this week. I just want to say thank you to Jamie Bowden, who worked very closely with me on that. Also Bill Hughes from the VFW, and our CRC department that got everything placed online. Just to address a few things that I know we had discussions about when we were putting the program in place, we have decided to do the banners in 2 waves because we have such a limited number in Good Ground Park. So the first set will go up from Memorial Day till the beginning of August, and then the second set will go up from the beginning of August until Veterans Day. Another thing that I have asked that we add is a QR code in the park so that somebody can scan the QR code, and we're going to ask each family to give us a brief biography of the veterans that are being honored, so that this way you could walk through the park and you can look at each person and click on their name, and it'll give you basically a short biography of that individual that served. It's just a way, instead of seeing a face and some dates, really what that person did and maybe what they did for our community. And I just thought it was a better way to get people to interact and get more information on the veterans we are honoring. So,
Excellent. Anything else?
nope.
I just did want to thank Frank, Deputy Supervisor Sapone, and Lynn Arthur. They worked a lot to help get this LIPA hearing out here, and I can't stress how important it is that we get a fair consideration.
Thank you. All right, so we do have a number of executive session items, confidential legal advice, contracts, litigation, personnel, acquisition, and I think that pretty much covers it. That's everything. All right, so I will make a motion to end our work session and go into executive session on those items.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Bouvier. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.